So now you see this time,
Yes.
the nurses are telling me I'll be here for a while. Christmas will find me here. And by this time, I remember before Miles was born,
Yes.
I was sitting with another lady from church.
Yes.
We were actually delivered at the same time in Feb.
Yes.
He was actually supposed to be delivered Feb on 9, so we were supposed to be delivering at the same time. We had planned on how we are going to go shopping for baby clothes in December.
Actually, before the baby comes
yes,
in
before,
Feb.
yes.
Shop
Because now it's too early to shop for baby clothes. So we're waiting for December there, January to do the shopping. So the baby comes.
Yes.
When we are actually going to hospital, I remember we will call. When we're in the car, we are calling everybody we know around the area to give us clothes.
Because we didn't have baby clothes.
We didn't have any baby clothes. But you see, people came through, and then we found out we don't need the clothes.
Yes.
And by this time, I have a wedding. You see, I'm a baker.
Yes.
I had a wedding on 15. The baby is coming on 15.
Yes.
The wedding is supposed to be on 26th. So, I have the deposit has been done.
Okay, for the cake.
For the cake,
for the wedding.
For the wedding.
Yes.
Everything I've bought what I need for the wedding. Now the baby is here. I remember that night on 15. Now the following morning, then now it hits me. There was actually a wedding I'm supposed to do.
There is a cake waiting for you.
There's a cake.
And the nurses are saying you're not going home.
Yes, I'm not going home anytime soon. So now what do? I start calling. I called the couple I'm supposed to do their wedding. And by God's grace, they were so very understanding. They understood that it is not me really. It wasn't planned. And I have a friend who is also a mentor in the cake business. I call her and tell her what has happened, and had been given the money, I had done the shopping and done everything. What can I do? And she says I can do the cake for you.
Amen.
And from the report I got, during the wedding, they enjoyed the cake.
It was amazing.
And we thank God for that. That nothing stopped. That me being in the hospital didn't stop me from being the baker. The business still continues.
So God even continued to take care of you and your business so that nothing went wrong.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes,
everything happens for a reason.
Yes, that's true.
Yes, and God is in control no matter what we face in our lives. Amen. Okay, so day one comes and goes. So how was your day like in the hospital?
Now from the first day, now after the first day, now really I don't think I count your first night per se, because bado na just nothing has settled. So now the morning now after, now the following day, now that's when I meet the doctors, I meet the nurses. So since now I'm in the maternity wing, they have to also take care of me. They see if everything is in order. They have to check. So I'd even be given some medicines. But now remember, so now the baby comes early, 7 months. So I think biologically, the milk has not started to be produced. So they also have to give me some tablets to help them to jumpstart the milk.
The process,
So now now the following day, that's when the nurses are now giving me what I need to do. We need to even be given. I was told to buy a pump to be expressing milk for the baby. So now now yesterday night, now the night we go to the hospital, the doctors there told me I cannot be coming to see the baby at any time of the day, any time of the night. If I want to sit there, I can sit. Because I remember that night when I got to Niku, where the babies were, I could see some other mothers there. They were sitting with the babies, they were just seated there. Now me, since the first night, there's nothing I could do per se. So I went, I saw the baby was okay, and I left. I went now to the other side. Now on the other side, they are taking care of me, seeing if there is any, they were telling me they need to check if there's any clotting or anything. So that morning they checked, everything was okay. And they said they just need to finish the tablet they had given me, and then I can be discharged. So now the first day. The first day of being in the hospital. So that first day, now Ken comes back. Now see, it's now we are trying to recollect ourselves what has happened. We now get to terms with what has happened, because now we have been told the baby has to stay in the hospital for a while before he can go home. So in my mind, I was like telling God, I knew by the end of the week I'll be at home. This thing that they're saying that I will be here until I don't know Christmas and all that when I was in my heart, I was not believing. I did not want to believe that statement. I was trying to walk the faith. So now the morning comes, we are given the procedures on what needs to take place. I'm told I need to be here in the maternity wing until they discharge me. And once they have discharged me, they gave us an option. I could either be going home and coming every day to see the baby, or I could be sleeping in the hospital because they have that provision. They are provided for mothers rooms where they can be sleeping. So we said, I think maybe we can be going home. But now at that time we had not concluded on what will happen until I'm discharged from the maternity. So now from the maternity, I think I stayed there for around like 3 days, and then I'm discharged. So I'm discharged on the maternity side. We have cleared the bill. Now I'm okay. If I want to go home, I can go. Because now the baby is being taken care of. You're not alone in the ward. Now this time,
go home alone without the baby.
You be coming in the morning, you check on the baby. If you want to see the whole day, then you go in the evening. It will be up to you what will decide. So now, this time, when the baby is now in the NICU, he has been given something called the CPAP. CPAP it's put on his nose to give. They say it gives pressure to the lungs, so that the lung will not deflate. When he breathes, they stay inflated even when he breathes. Because now the lungs are not fully formed, so he has to be assisted. Because now they said there was something called, I think, surfactant. Is produced when the baby is now born with their first cry. Remember, the baby did not cry. So it was like not jump started the surfactant something. So now he's on CPAP. They have to, because he was having indrawings. Like when he's breathing, like his chest is going in and out. So he had to be given the CPAP to help him with the breathing. So that one also took for around like 3-4 days. And now the next time I'm seeing him, he's okay. He's off the CPAP. He's breathing on his own. He's using nosoprons. Just the small ones for oxygen only. Because now the lungs are performing very well. So now on this other side, we opted, instead of going home, I can just be staying in the hospital to be checking the baby's progress. It is much easier. They gave us a room where we could stay. There were other mothers. At first it was feeling weird. You're getting to a room, you have other mothers before you adjust to that situation. And then remembering they're also in the same boat that you are in. So in this time, that's the first week. Now this is the period, the first week of being in the hospital. We have been moved to the side of the NICU where the babies are. So I'm allowed to go every morning, because now they are given a bath every morning and every night. So I go in the morning, I see him being given a bath like that. I see him changing. He's okay. He's crying. Now he's like he's okay. He's completely okay. He's performing very well. And I was like, now, thank God. Now we are going home. By the end of the week we'll be at home because he's okay. So now 10 days of being in the hospital. This time, because there used to be a consultant who used to come and check on the babies on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. So she comes, goes around, checks all the babies. She's given the progress, and if there's anything that any child needed, she gives a prescription. So now when it comes to Miles, she comes and checks at Miles and says, "Hi, this baby is okay. Why is he even here?" Now I'm like, he's not supposed to be here. He needs to go home. I won't even be coming and checking on him because he's doing okay. There's nothing wrong with him. He just needs to grow. That's all that he needs. I was really happy. That was on. Now this is 24th of November. Because now everything is okay. He's crying. I even remember there was a time at around 6. A nurse comes to the room and calls me. I'm wondering why am I being called? But remember, when we're in the room, there are other mothers. The babies have grown. I found them there, so they have gone ahead of us. So they used to be called, the baby is crying, you need to come and feed the baby and all that. So now me, I'm done with being called the first time. I really felt so happy. Now I'm being called. Now I can take care of the baby. They told me the baby is crying. Come and check on him. So I went. I saw I needed to just change the diaper. I was so happy. I changed his diaper and then went back. And now I felt I'm doing something. There's something I'm doing. There's something because I can't still breastfeed him because he's still small. He was using a feeding tube. Because since he is not fully developed, he cannot suckle on the breast. So now on the 24th of November, the baby has been checked, he's okay. Everything is fine. I remember even Ken had come. Now we are doing kangarooing. Because they told us when you do kangaroo, the baby is able to grow faster because you're retaining the heat. So we have started enjoying that process. We now can carry the baby, we kangaroo, and we keep on seeing the milestones that are happening. So the 24th. Now 24th night, I tell the nurses, this baby is looking, he doesn't look so well. And they said it's okay. But now that night, they had moved him to another room, an isolation room. So I asked them, why are you moving the baby to another room on his own? They told him, we have found that he has an infection. I said, okay, so he has to be away from other kids so that he cannot infect the other kids. So he said, it's okay. So that night, the 24th night, he's now in the isolation room. And then in that room, the room is quite big. And now he's at the center. He looked so lonely. Like there's nothing else around him, just the machines beeping and everything. So that when we were there, since they allow you to stay with the baby, so I just sat there with the baby, just looking at him, seeing how he's. But I could see he's not really okay. Because you see, I've been seeing him. Like the first few days, I could see he's crying, he's a bit active and all, but now he's not doing any much. He's not moving, he's just there. He looks a bit pale, because he was looking whitish, palish there. So I told the nurses, hey, what is wrong? What is happening? So they said to come and check on him. I remember one nurse came, and then they started tapping on his feet, at the sole of his feet. Nothing is happening, he's not moving. Just there. So they come, they check with the eyes, if the eyes will be moving. Nothing is happening, his eyes are not moving. He's just sleeping there, he's just there. So now this time, I now see all the nurses, because at night, I see all the nurses coming inside the room. I'm standing there, no one is talking to me, no one is telling me anything, but within me I know, hey, there's something wrong.
Something is off.
Now the moment I saw him checking with the eyes that is not moving, I got really scared. I was like, okay, now what's happening? What is going on? In the morning, it was okay. But now, nothing, there's no movement, there's no nothing. So, they told me to leave the room. They needed to put him on a ventilator. Because now, he's not really breathing. They have to... Now, they have to assist him in his breathing. Now you see, the nurses are full there. Mothers are outside here. You have been told you need to step outside. The baby needs to be attended to. So I remember I was just looking through the window because it's that you can see what is happening. Machines, there were machines just being put. He's so small, he's so tiny. Machines being put in him. He's not responding. He's not reacting. There are no movements in his body. So they have to put him on a ventilator.
So probably, you think he's so small. How small was he when he was born?
Well, when he was born at 1085, 1 kg. And then now when we were there in the hospital, he dropped to 945.
He was tiny.
No, I was wondering, now 945, now what is not going on? Because now I see this time, he's still around 1 kg by the time he's being put on a ventilator. He's still very tiny, still so small. So he's put in the machine. I'm told that they had to resuscitate him because now nothing was happening within him.
Okay.
Like they had to do something first.
Yeah.
So they put him on the machine, they put the tubes, everything. There were so many machines, there were so many tubings on him.
Yeah.
It was very hard to see your child in such a state, and there's nothing you can there's nothing you can do about it. There's really nothing.
Yeah.
So that's the first night.
Yeah.
They now put him like that. Now that is where everything, the journey per se began.
Became something difficult. Yeah.
Became turned.
Yeah.
All the faith I had, all what I had. Now I'm even wondering, what am I praying?
Yeah.
How am I even praying? Because now the doctors now came the following day. Since it was at night,
yes,
they had come the following day. The consultant,
yes,
to come and check on the baby. So she came and told me that the baby has the infection that he has is so high, even for an adult. That statement I've never forgotten, because I'm wondering if even it is too high for an adult, how is a baby?
Yeah.
And he's at the end of the, as in he's already a preterm. How is he supposed to handle that kind of infection within him? But she was really good in a way. She will tell you, but she made sure on her face, she will not show you the magnitude of how the problem was,
how big it was.
Yes. So she made sure, as much as he's not okay, there's something we can do about it. We can help out to make sure the baby is okay.
Yes.
So now he's now in a machine, all alone in a room. Even now, getting to the room, I had to wear robes. Because now they say the infection is transmittable to babies, but now not to grown-ups. But now you see, we are sharing room with the other mothers. These mothers are going to their babies. So when I get to the room to go and see him, I have to wear an apron to see him. Then when I'm out, I remove, then put on my jacket back, the clothes they have given me. I go and see them. So that's where the journey is now beginning. Because now we're in the same room with other mothers, their babies are growing. You can hear they're saying, hey, today my baby has added weight. Today I need to go and feed the baby. You see, there are those small things we feel that they're so small, but they're really not small.
Yes, they're not.
I have to be in the room with them. It's not like we are complaining or anything, but it was a journey and a process. I had to see them, for them also, when you sit down with them, they had their own kind of story. So now days go by, and I remember one morning, around 6, I'm called. We need you to come. Now I remember the first time I was called was come when the baby is crying. So me, my head,
you're thinking it's the same thing.
There's nothing wrong with the baby, just need to come and see. When I get the room, I find nurses. I find they're just standing there looking at the baby. When I look at Miles now, it's there, it's like it's just lying there, nothing is happening, but you can just see machines. They tell me we had to resuscitate him again. That is the second time. We had to resuscitate him again because they were saying he was gone. Now I remember it really broke me because it's early in the morning. You are setting your day. You are so hopeful that now things are getting better. But now, instead of we being told we are progressing, we are actually going backwards. I said it's okay, but he's fine. We have resuscitated him. He's okay. He's breathing. We just keep monitoring him because now at this point he was minimal handling. I could not hold him. I could not even change his diaper. I could do pretty much nothing. All I had to do was just sit there and just look at him. That was the much that I was allowed to do because they needed to see his progress and to monitor him. That was now beginning of December. So as this journey is continuing, instead of the baby getting better and improving, the only thing that was happening, it was going backwards. Another time I'm called, the baby electrolytes, like the potassium, the calcium within him is going down. It's too high. He has no blood. You need to give him blood. I'm wondering, okay, what is this journey all about? And all this time, I really thank God because Ken was always there.
Yes.
As much as he could not really do as much as he wanted.
Yes.
Because you see, he's not there in the hospital with me. All I could do is just give him information and tell him, today the doctors came, this is what they said. You could hear in his voice, he's trying to be strong for you, but also we are both on the same shoe because he's also feeling the same.
And taking care of the firstborn.
Yes, he's the one now at home taking care of the firstborn. Because now you see, he can't leave him, he can't leave her and come to the hospital. So that was how it was. It was really hard because now every time you go to the room where he was, you are seeing other babies. They are crying. The baby is not crying, cannot even produce any sound because of the tubing that has been put. And
so you knew, you could see from his face that he was crying, but you could not hear.
Can't. And then for I could not really see. I could not tell you how he really looked like because now part of his mouth is covered because the tube, they have to strap him, so you can't really see, but you can see the movement on his mouth. You can see from his face he's crying, but there's no sound and there's nothing you can actually do. It was a hard process. I remember I will just ask God, what is happening? Why would I have to be in this position? What happened? What did I do? Or something like that. But I remember Ken telling me, if not you, who else? Why should it be someone else? Why not you? Because you being in that position, God knew you could handle it.
True.
But at that moment, I could not remember.
You could not see that.
I could not see it. How can I handle such a thing like that? All I knew was, it was hard. It was hard. I remember the only thing I could do was, after you get a news, you see the babies are washed in the morning, and then the doctors come after they have been settled, everything. Now the doctor comes. They tell you how the baby is progressing, what is transpiring this week, what has changed. After they have finished telling you the report of the baby, the thing I remember doing, I used to step out of the room, I go to the washroom, and now I go and cry to God there, because there's no other place I can do that. Every person who is there is going through their own journey. I had to find a way on how I can be able to cope with the situation and know what to do. So this is now we're in mid-December. In mid-December, and this time, by the time you're getting to mid-December, he's having several more resuscitations. And in this time, I'm being told not many babies go through to the point of they are resuscitated the first time and they wake up. But now this one,
it's more than
one. We got to a point one afternoon on a Saturday. He had gone again. He was not okay. He had gone flat again, and they had to resuscitate him again. And then the doctor that day came and told me, this thing is happening. We don't know what to do. We don't know what is happening. And I remember at that point I was seated. I remember in my mind I was like, I was ready. If they tell me we need to now remove him from the machine, it's okay. I had reached a point. I was just like, that's it. There's nothing much I can really do. Because if you are saying you have done all that you can, what can I mean? I don't have the knowledge. What can I do? I remember I just said, it's okay. Whatever they will tell me, I'll be fine. So she told me, we have done all that we can. Let's just give him time and see what will happen. I left the bed. You know, the nurse who was there, she was telling me, at this point where you are, the much that you can do, you really need to call on God and have a positive attitude. You know, when you are told to have a positive attitude in a place where there's nothing to give you hope, there's nothing giving you the strength to see the situation getting better. I said, it's okay. I went. I did the same thing that I always do. Go to the washroom, cry, and just talk to God. Because I remember there was a time after being told the baby is being resuscitated over and over, I felt so alone. I felt so lonely because I'm wondering, why am I here all by myself? And yet, my husband is not here.
Yeah.
I cannot be going through this all by myself.
Yes.
I need someone to be here. I need him to be here. But he can't be here.
Yeah.
It was really hard because I remember I went to the shower because now no one can hear me crying. So I opened the shower, now I do what I need to do.
So sorry.
So I started by like saying, why is he not here? Why can't he know I need him to be here? I was now getting to a point I'm so angry at everyone. I'm seeing that one is not hitting the nail. I decided let me get more spiritual. Like, let me get this thing more spiritual because maybe I'll get more help and I'll get better. I get and I say, now why can my pastors not be here? Why are they not hearing the Holy Spirit? Because now I'm wondering why is it? I was looking for a way out in every way possible to get better. But by the time I was finishing the cry and everything, I really felt like an embrace. I felt so much peace. I don't know how it happened, but you are told to be transparent to God and just be as open as you can. So by the time I was done, then I hear someone at the door, they need to use the washroom. I had felt so much peace. I was now at a point, I felt better. I felt okay, and I felt I can actually do this. I can move on. I can do it. I can do it. And that was how it was. The journey of in the hospital. And since you see, I'm in an isolation ward. You're there all by yourself, and then as in everything that the baby needs, you have given only for the baby. You can't share with anyone. Only you and the baby. Where things are. So I felt so like now I can't.
So alone.
You feel alone because now you feel you have been left out. You can't interact or something like that. The doctors come in that room. They were on the wall. There were papers like progress every day. Progress that been put there. Today they come, they test him, they put so the wall was just full of papers. And then when you come in the morning, you see the papers. First thing you see the baby there. Now, in the same, just in December, everything now is happening in December. Now in December, they do a testing to now see which organs of the body the infection infected. They find out that the kidneys were affected because now he's not urinating as much as he's taking in. Whatever he's taking in is not what is coming out. Him lacking blood, they say it's because of the kidney. There's urea in his body. It's too high. So one doctor comes and tells me that now we'll need to do a dialysis. I'm wondering, I've been hearing the word dialysis. How does a baby go through dialysis? I decided not to look up as in Google and see what dialysis is. Because the moment you look at Google, you will find what you want. Yes, so I decided I will never look at Google. I'll only listen to the doctor. Kisema, today is this, it's hour. And then I go, I pray about it. So this time they come, they need to do dialysis on the baby. Because now by this time, he has been transfused 2 times. He has been given blood twice now. Because now he's been transfused, given blood. After a while, he's pale. They say it was the kidneys that were affecting him. So they need to do a dialysis to correct the problem. So the doctor told me, now we will wait for the specialist the following day to come and give you the way forward. So after telling me, I go call and the first person I call him, this is the progress. This is what has been happening. Then you also cry out. You call God and tell him this is and this is what has been told. But this and this is what I believe and this is what you have said. You leave it at that and you continue with being hopeful and just trying to make your life in the hospital bearable. So the following morning, the doctor comes, the specialist. She comes and tells me, I've seen the report of the doctors and what you have been told, but I really don't see the need of dialysis. I'm wondering,
Nice.
There's no need.
Amen.
Okay. I said, let's give him time. You see.
Amen.
I said, oh God, you have done it.
Amen.
Let's progress.
Yes.
I knew, now we are okay. Now the doctors have said his kidneys are fine.
Yes.
So now, by this time, what they are doing, they are trying to remove him from the ventilator to see if he can breathe on his own. So the first time they remove him, but he actually can't. They put him on the CPAP. He's struggling. He has so much in joints. His chest is going in and out.
Yes.
He can't be able to sustain being away from the ventilator. Sometimes it could not even take an hour. They have to
put it back.
Intubate him again with the ventilator. Now that was the journey. Today he's being removed from the ventilator. An hour later or 2 hours, by the midday he's back with the ventilator. I would cry and ask God why, because I was telling God when he was born, his lungs were functioning very well. He did not need any support. What is happening? So that was now, it was like on a repeat. After some time they would wean him off the ventilator, reduce the amount the ventilator is working for him and allow him to breathe on his own. But now every time they will do that, they see now he's okay. They remove him and then we have to go back again to the ventilator. So it was like a cycle. Today we are in, today we are out. Now it comes again. I'm being told this is too low in his body. His sodium is too low. Now I think the other time I told the doctor, I think sodium is salt. Why can't we just give him salt? you get to a point, you're really desperate, you're wondering, okay, now if it is sodium, so sodium is salt, so you give him, or do I take some more salt so that when he's taking milk? but you have to find ways to make it so bearable. So they said we can't do that. We have 2 days. Now that mixture they give the baby through the milk. So he started being given the sodium. Then another time is potassium. His potassium is too high. Today's potassium is too low. So they have to substitute. They have to supplement this element, this element. And then I was like, when you're pregnant, you're given these medicines, like the folic, all of them to help the baby. But now, since the baby didn't get to enjoy all that or to get all that, he has to be given separately. Now we are at a point now, the doctors now come back again and tell me the kidneys are not functioning again. I'm thinking, I thought we had already sorted the issue. Because the time I was getting to the room, he had been given a catheter. They had to collect his urine. So he had to be given, they had to insert that tube to be collecting his urine to see how he's progressing, how the urine intake is compared to how the milk he's been given. So they put him on the catheter. But now it is not successful. It can't go through all the way. What they decide is we'll be measuring his diaper. So now I cannot do anything literally, but I can't change his diaper. Because for some time I was given the leeway, I can change his diaper and do. Now I can't. Because now they have to measure. You see, every day we were given assigned a nurse during the day and at night. So the one for the day, every time they are changing the diaper, they have to measure this intake, what is the output and the intake. That happened for almost 2 weeks. They have to measure. Every time they have to measure. So they kept on saying his minimal handling. So now when I'm in the room, you see all these things are happening. You can't do anything. But there was an advantage in just being in the room. Because each time I'm in the room, you see, the nurse once told me, you need to be positive. Because the baby can feel you being positive. I don't know how that works, but that's what she told me. You need to have a positive mind. You need to allow us to work. And as in be cooperative. So that's what I decided to do. Now I'm in the room all by myself. Now the advantage thing of being in this isolation ward, I can pray. I can put music. No one will tell me it's too loud. Because now you see you're alone. So I remember every morning I would come. Once everything has been cleaned, we are now left alone. I will put some music.
Yeah.
We sing, we pray,
Yes.
and then I go, because I will get there at around 8, because the baby start being washed at 8.
Yes.
And then I'll be leaving there around 11.
Wow.
So I'm there, we just spend time. I decided to see the positive side.
Yes.
As much as there's nothing much I can do. Because the beginning of this process, I remember God giving me the word on how He has given us children as gift and heritage.
Yes.
So I felt when someone is giving us a gift, the one who takes care of the details concerning the gift. So every time I will come and tell God, this is a gift. They are saying today is potassium. Today is this. Today is the other one. You're in the details of this baby. Because in this time, God used to help me go through it and minister through songs. I will randomly get a song. I was not looking for the song, but that song would carry you for that situation. So this song was talking about how God is in the details of every situation. So every morning I played it on repeat. God were in the details. The doctors come. Then there's a time the doctor said, for boys it's different than for girls. Because they say girls fight more than the boys. And then they say sometimes boys get lazy, they just give up. They don't want to do anything.
They don't want to get tired.
Exactly. By the time the doctors were leaving, they closed the room. Now it's like I was trying to discipline the baby, because now they've said you're becoming lazy. So I'm like, you are not lazy. I started to it's like a discipline the child, giving him what is supposed to be
encouraging him to fight.
Yes, you need to fight. You're not lazy. They're just saying you're lazy, but you're not lazy. That was the advantage of being there. Because I remember the next ward, the next isolation room, the lady who was there were in the same room. So I remember one day she was telling me, Kwani, who do you talk to in that room? I always hear noises. I was like, I always talk to Miles. I'm always talking to him. I'm always praying, because I made sure, because that is the only thing I can do. When I'm there, that is the only thing I can do. I cannot give him medicine. I cannot prescribe. There's nothing. So I do what I can. I pray. I sing songs. When it gets to evening, around lunchtime, I go back again. This time we say, no, maybe let's watch a movie. No, let's do something. Because I really needed to make the stay bearable. Because now you see, this time when I'm in that isolation room, because now you see there is a window so that the nurses can see inside. So they will come with other babies here on the nursing station. They carry the babies, they are giving them milk. Then they cry, they hold them. Me, I'm just sitting there saying, God, when will be my turn? Like I come to the room and I find that Miles is being held by the nurses. He's been given milk. He's crying. They are holding him. I used to feel bad, but now just say it's okay. When my turn comes, it will happen.